Today is Wednesday, July 22nd. Dear playlisters, close your eyes and listen. Can you hear that? That's lawnmowers and kids giggling while splashing water. There's construction somewhere, everywhere, and people making deals at a garage sale. These are the sounds of summer as collected by sound artist Clockwork Janz, who goes around the city recording everyday sounds like a music treasure hunter. You can hear them later in a conversation with the sound artist or at mirrorindie.org/arts. And then find your own with the help of a little scavenger hunt sheet we made for you. Clockwork says taking a moment to listen can slow your heart and reduce stress. Why don't you give it a try? What's new in arts and culture? Let's hear from arts and culture reporter Mezcana Weiss.
The biggest news in arts and culture right now is the READY grant, which also stands for Regional Acceleration and Development Initiative. Last week, the state awarded over $1 billion to encourage tourism and attract creative talent. In Indianapolis, 10 arts organizations were awarded over $11 million. Here's some that stuck out to me. The Indianapolis Cultural Trail, which received the largest grant of $2 million, plans to add public art, signage, and maps on the trail and to create an arts and culture festival in spring 2028. The Children's Museum of Indianapolis received $1 million, and they will build new galleries and add an arts corridor to complete its neighborhood campus. The Cabaret also received $1 million grant, and they will turn the Metzger building into a new campus with an outdoor public performance plaza, a museum, and listening room. The Contemporary Art Museum of Indianapolis, also known as CAMI, owned by Big Car Collaborative, received $1.5 million to build out its 5-acre campus in Garfield Park. The construction will include a new small-scale artist residency home, 3 new housing units, and improvements to artist homes who are in the CAMI Artist Residency Program. Latina's Welding Guild will use its $500,000 grant to buy new equipment and to build a fabrication and workforce hub on the west side. And last but not least, Kepra Institute was awarded $250,000, and they plan to build community art studios and a rooftop solar power system.
That's great news.
Yes, it is. And if you're interested in learning more about this grant and who got some money, you can check out my story at mirrorindie.org/arts.
You also have news about events happening this week and next week.
I do. Wrestle Arts, a nonprofit professional wrestling company, is hosting a free story time July 25th at the Irvington Library branch. Children can pick out books and read along with 4 wrestlers. No registration is required. Indie psych pop band Radar Gold will celebrate the release of their new album, Fortune Teller, at a July 29th show at Healer on Indie's South Side. You'll be able to purchase CDs and cassettes of their new album. Dance and fashion fans can get excited about The Cypher, a new festival happening along the canal in front of the Indiana State Museum on August 9th. The Cypher will have DJs, 3 bands, a drum battle, vendors, and a multicultural fashion show.
I will update my calendar right now.
Get on it. In case you missed something, you can see all arts and culture coverage at mirrorindie.org/arts.
What we're doing, on August 7th, Mirror Indie is having a special member event. Who are Mirror Indie members? Anyone who makes any number amount donation to Mirror Indie. This special event is Indiana State Fair themed and will highlight some of the artists Mirror Indie works with, including photographer Ted Somerville, chef Oya Woodruff, and sound artist Clockwork Janz. You can register for our special event and help us continue our mission to deliver local news at the link in the newsletter version of this podcast. But speaking of, today Clockwork is here to talk to us about their latest sound story for Mirror Indie. Hi, I'm here with Clockwork Janz, who is a musician and a sound artist. How are you, Clockwork?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you, Jen?
I'm doing great. So you're here to tell us about this story, your latest story, which is called 10 Indianapolis Sounds to Get in Your Head. It's basically like the top 10 sounds of summer.
That's right. How to feel the heat in all the different parts of your body.
So, Clockwork, how did you choose these 10 sounds? We have lawnmowers, we have garage sale hagglers, splash pads. Would it be okay if I walked you through these 10 sounds and you tell me what you were thinking, why you think people should be going out and finding these sounds?
Absolutely.
Okay, so first we have attend an event downtown. So people attend events downtown and they're thinking, I'm going to go shopping, I'm going to eat a corn dog. I don't think people go out downtown thinking, I'm going to go get a good...
Go listen.
Go
Yeah,
listen.
go be immersed. And a lot of my work and a lot of work with sound artists all over is to get us not just up and off the couch, but out into our communities perceiving what is actually already there, right? Reality is only what we perceive ever. And to discover what is already in front of us, kind of the I lost my keys, but I'm holding my keys situation. There are beautiful things, mysterious things all throughout our city that we have just not discovered yet or forgotten and overlooked every day. And so going downtown for an event is a great way to immerse yourself in new sounds, to get in and really be immersed in some of that old history and get and walking on some brick streets that you hear in some of the sound and experiencing the city as tourists do, in a sense, as people who don't have as many preconceived notions, I think is really good for our mental health.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This one is Garfield Park Sunken Garden Fountains. The garden fountains were closed for a while, weren't they?
Correct.
So when people went to Garfield Park, they heard other things.
They did, and they still can hear a lot of those other things, but hearing the water itself, and I feel this, and there are as many documented histories on the spirituality associated with water that if you don't, this is not what I feel, this is a scientific fact, if you don't drink water, you will die. But because of this, there's a lot of spirituality associated with water all throughout human history. And so to go and be immersed in the sounds of trickling water, which again, in our instinctual beings means, oh, this is a place we can be safe and at home at. I love recording water sounds and going back, and if you really, really listen with your deepest ears and close out everything, you can hear the very lowest notes of the resonating basin, and you can hear some overtones and trickling highs from the little splishes and splashes of little droplets that hit. And I love listening to water falling and water circulating. If you listen really, 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 really closely, you can hear the motor.
Clockwork, are you an Aquarius?
I actually am an Aquarius. A water holder, a water bearer. That's funny.
I don't know how I knew that.
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, the next sound in the list is attend a neighborhood garage sale.
Used to make some good earrings. Isn't that cute?
Okay, so what do we hear when we go to a garage sale? I heard some people dragging things and maybe laughing.
You hear a lot of people being vulnerably happy and a little bit surprised by how little they feel tricked at a garage sale, which anymore is hard to find, actually, as prices are increasing everywhere and we hear about rotten things happening all over the world. The feeling that we are being tricked seems to be a pretty, unfortunately, universal human feeling lately. But at a garage sale, those prices and the wares you get seem genuine and authentic. That is exactly what it is. That hat is $5 because that's all I need for this hat that's been sitting on my dresser for 3 years. And it's very refreshing to just be able to have common sense interactions with another human being. And you can hear that in the way people talk and how they conduct themselves. There is a radical lack of tension at a garage sale.
It's all about the treasure hunting.
It is.
Okay, so the next sound here is All-Star Bowl East. Clockwork, why All-Star Bowl East?
Oh, it's a wonderful bowling alley. There's a couple big old bowling alleys left in town. And I grew up going to a bowling alley here and there in the summer because it's one of the few places with air conditioning that's pretty low cost. Most bowling alleys have, again, very affordable rates for all sorts of people to go in. You hang out, you get some all right food, you listen to old music, and you bowl a little bit. It is a great place to pick up some really just interacting percussive sounds all over it, but not too loud. Very sort of gentle. I love the bowling ball going down the alley, and
those pins,
beautiful sounds,
shimmering, are music to the ears.
It really is.
Okay, so the next sound we have here is Splash Pad at West Montgomery Park. Clockwork, you described this splash pad as the best splash pad in town.
That's right. And the second best one is whichever one is closest to you. Is that right? Is that what I said?
Yes, that's what you said. The second best one is the one closest to you. That's
right. But if you have the energy and the time to go out to West Montgomery Park out at 34th and Arlington-ish.
Okay.
Beautiful little park. Indy Parks puts on a couple concerts there a year, and if you go when there's a concert, you can actually play on the splash pad during the concert.
Really?
Now, you might need to find someone if you do not have a child that runs through a splash pad, because I am not so bold as an adult to run through a splash pad without a child. I get looks.
Yeah.
But man, you just hear so much joy in a splash pad. And this one at West Montgomery Park in particular looks like instruments. After West Montgomery, there's a big old guitar, there's a piano, there's a saxophone. So neat visual art piece that you can run through, and just uninhibited joy from children running through a splash pad. It's great.
Okay, this next sound is controversial. Not a lot of people are going to get joy from this sound. Construction everywhere. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes construction can ruin a person's day. Why should we go and seek out this sound?
Sure, the Italian futurists of the turn of the century 1900s would disagree that this is the music of our time, because it is what we are making with what's currently around. It does mean something is getting better, something is getting fixed, something will be shiny and like new again shortly. But again, it is a whole gamelan situation. It is a timbral orchestra, a construction site, and if one slows down enough and can disambiguate their biases from what the sounds indicate and just pick up on percussion when it's happening and where those high sounds are in relation to the lower sounds that are going on, it's a really wonderful experience if we can get out and just hear how all those clangs fit together.
That's one way to shift someone's perspective. Okay, this next sound, I think if you don't like this sound, you're just a hater. You're just not a happy person. The next sound is Nine Lives Cafe and Cat Lounge. Is what we're listening to, a kitten drinking water.
It's eating one of those churu things. It's like blended meat tube.
Oh yeah, a delicious meat tube.
Those are that blended, delicious meat liquid that the cat is slurping up. They have so many more amino acid receptors, and they just love meat. Cats are the best. I have 4 cats.
You have 4 cats?
That's a story for another.
Yeah, I have 2.
2 is a responsible amount of cats. I have
well, they
too many
say
cats,
one cat for each family member. and you're about to have a
That's why we had to make another family member, because there were more cats than people. They're outnumbering us.
Yeah, we need one more cat.
That's right. Go and listen to some cool chill music and coffee sipping. You can get coffee there. And if you don't, if you don't like cats, you shouldn't go there. But if maybe you're allergic and you want to see cats, there is a viewing window too at Nine Lives. It's a wonderful cat cafe. The only problem with Nine Lives is that you might come home with an extra cat.
Yeah, but is that really a problem?
I have 4 cats. I can't have any more cats. Don't tell me with a good time.
Okay, this next sound I found surprising, because here you tell us that this is a sound we take for granted. Not everyone has lawnmowers as part of their summer soundtrack.
It's true.
Let's listen.
I'm back to the attending an event downtown situation. I really tried to capture some essential Indianapolis sounds in this, and that doesn't just mean the things that we mean to put on, but sounds of our environment and how we interact with our environment. And one of the most beautiful things about Indianapolis is it is really darn green and lush, and out of all the places at least in this country right now, it is one of the most beautiful outdoor places to be at. Man, whenever I come back here, I was just in New Orleans, and the rain stained my shirt with dirt, and I had never had that happen before, that the rain itself was dirty. And I guess it just happens in other places. Yeah. Not here. Indianapolis is all right. And our environment is pretty beautiful. And the fact that we have so much green around us is just beautiful.
Yeah. A lot of people like mowing their lawns.
I just did it this morning, actually. It's not bad. It is very moderate exercise, good place to think. I love the smells, both the smell of gasoline, mowing the lawn, and the cut grass. It is a good sort of very very suburban, immersive sound bath experience with all your senses engaged. It's not bad at all.
You're a real romantic, Clockwork. This next sound I found both surprising and delightful.
Sweet.
I said, wow, this is someone who really is listening and paying attention.
I get out there.
So our next sound is the Rocky Ripple Safeway. You describe this sound as a symphony of older refrigerators noisily compressing hot air into cold air, a rhythmic core of vocal solos of deli counter conversation, scanner beeps, and D-list 80s radio.
It's true. I could not figure out what was on the radio. Shazam didn't know.
I mean,
it's fantastic. Yes. Old grocery store. It's hard to find a grocery store that old.
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
Still working here in town. And it's nostalgic and pretty darn friendly. And man, again, with the white noise that's going on in this space, the old compressors, but also people chatting. And they have some of the best fried chicken in town.
You know what?
You got to go there early, though, because they sell out every single day.
I've heard that from many people.
Is it right? Yeah.
It's one of those secret things.
It is. Go check it out. Redact that. Don't share this, Jeff. We don't need people getting all the chicken.
Okay, well, we've arrived to sound number 10, which I think pretty much everyone can agree is a great sound. It's the sound of nature. You chose the Virginia B. Fairbanks Art and Nature Park, also known as 100 Acres at Newfields. I mean, it has everything. It has bug life, bird life.
That's right. Tree life.
Tree life.
Grass life.
All the life.
That's right. Probably some ghosts in there with that big skeleton. That was probably a giant person in the Ripley's book at some point that they
It's like
shipped
the
out.
Gulliver's cousin.
That's right. That's right. One of the Fairbanks long lost ancestors. So probably some spirits there, and the water there. No, and I don't know if people still go there often or know about it as much. I actually played for the opening of this back in, composed a piece for it, very ambient. I don't know, when was that? 2010? I don't know if this is still as well trafficked, but it's because if you don't know to look for it, because you got to get to kind of off the highway ramp over there, you see those big swoopy basketball courts, but it's worth stopping and checking out. Eagle Creek is wonderful to hike, and it costs a little bit of money, as does Fort Harrison. I think it's about the third biggest place to hike in town, all those considered, and it's free, and there's art. It's pretty wonderful, worth checking out, worth immersing yourself in some moderately not deep woods. I mean, you go out, you got to get out there.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's deep woods in Indiana, but it's moderately deep woods.
Just don't drink too much water.
Don't drink any of that water there, especially with this bug going around.
Okay. So if you want to look at this story, listen to this story, you can read it and listen at mirrorindy.org/arts. Clockwork has a few stories like this. And this story, you can also download a scavenger hunt card so you can print it out, not even need your phone or your computer, and just go out and find the sounds yourself. What is the real life reward of going out to capture these sounds with your own ears?
Yeah. You slow your heart rate down a little.
That's a big reward.
It is that we don't even realize. Slow your pulse down a little, regulate your breathing just a bit, attune your ears, and open wide new perceptions. The benefits of deep listening, I mean, just like that, as you waited for me to speak. You don't even know till you get out of your own head for a little while. This is an act in guided meditation from what is already just the truths present in nature and our created environment all around you. Especially with everything we do is on screens at this point. Taking a little time to get out, reducing the amount of, even just giving your eyes a break from all of this electromagnetism all around. I think you'll find when practicing deep listening that you attune yourself to conversing better as you're listening to people a little more to be heard. You might find yourself thinking more critically as you're hearing more what people are actually saying instead of what you think they might say or what you expect them to say.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us, Clockwork. Clockwork, musician, romantic, music maker, sound capturer, treasure hunter.
Treasure hunter.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Jen. Thanks for having me.
Music news.
Indie rapper Skip's new album is all about Black empowerment. Byron Horton, who was 34 and known as Skip, had been working on a statement album, addressing critics suggesting he should retire. But while writing that album, this latest project emerged. Horton, who said the soundtrack to being Black speaks on every part of the Black experience: Black joy, Black pain, Black struggle, Black wealth. Music writer Seth Johnson has more details in his latest story and tells you what you need to know before Skip's new album releases in early August. You can read the story and listen to a sample at mirrorindy.org/arts.
What else is up, Miss Ghana?
The Indiana State Fair announced new attractions and exhibits for 2026, a VHS revival, a train, and a big tent circus among them. WFYI is celebrating 12 years of Kyle Long's Cultural Manifesto. Make some time to check out their library of episodes featuring some of Indiana's most important musicians. Do you have what it takes to be a board member? Indie Latinx Pride has open positions. Indie Arts Council is looking for the 2027 Art and Soul featured artists. You can receive paid creative opportunities, professional support, and community visibility. An interest form must be filled out by September 6th to be considered. Eastside families can find free backpacks, school uniforms, shoes, haircuts, and dental screenings at New Direction Church's Back to School Block Party. The party is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., July 25th. You can support an amateur racing team run by artists with a death wish based out of Sword Space Gallery and called Dog Poop Racing by buying a $5 sticker.
Did you know you can listen to playlists on your favorite podcast platforms? Subscribe and get a notification each time we upload a new episode with Indie Arts and Culture News. Thanks for listening. You can reach me at jennifer.delgadillo@mirrorindy.org. I'd love to hear from you.
You can become a champion for local news by supporting community-centered journalism today. Visit mirrorindy.org/donate.
This newsletter was written by me, Jennifer Delgadillo, edited by Amanda Kingsbury, and produced by Miguel Dominguez. Playlist illustrations are by Rebecca Nolan. The audio version of this newsletter was recorded and edited with Joseph Kilborn. The music in the audio version of this newsletter is Treasure Everywhere by Forestero.